guys, and welcome to PlayStation Access. Now, with the Destiny 2 beta getting underway, we've put together an introduction guide for anyone looking to jump into Destiny for the first time with the launch of Destiny 2 this September. Now, this is not a cover-all video, and if you're a hardcore Destiny fan, you might know most of this, but if you do have any friends and you want them to join you with Destiny 2, sending them this video will save you the time of explaining it yourself, plus we have visuals. Now, before we get started, it's worth noting that I'm British, and I'm going to be saying beta a lot, and yes, I pronounce it beta and not beta, but now we've got that out of the way, let's get started. Point number 1, what's it all about? Destiny 2 starts with a bit of a bang. In Destiny, we take the role of Guardians, who are essentially superheroes. They're protectors of the last city on Earth, and we've been bestowed with the power of light from the Traveler, our mysterious protector. Now, in the opening of Destiny 2, our home, the tower, is under attack, and after the invasion fleet takes over, we lose everything, and I mean everything. Our home, our gear, our weapons, and our power. If you're new to Destiny, this means everyone is starting from the beginning and starting together. From here we discover that our home has been attacked by the Red Legion, an elite faction of the Cabal led by Dominus Ghaul. Ghaul, or Gary, believes that the Cabal should have been the ones the Traveler picked to be empowered by the light, and he is hell-bent on taking the power for himself. So, with our home in ruins, we've lost all our powers and humanity is totally scattered. It's a really bright start to the game, but in Destiny 2 it's our job to reclaim the power, reunite our scattered heroes, including our incredible mentors, and take back the last safe city on Earth. Now, while Destiny wasn't exactly famous for its story, Bungie are doing their best to go all out with Destiny 2, and the story is at the heart of everything. So if you're joining the beta, you'll be able to jump straight into the action with the opening story mission, Homecoming. Point number 2 is that Destiny has 3 ways to play, and this is perfect if you want some awesome action shooter gameplay. So we've talked about the story, so let's talk about what you actually do in Destiny 2. Now, the game itself is a seamless online world, and you take the same character with everything you have earned into every element of the game. The first of these 3 ways to play is the campaign, or single player, but you can actually play with other people if you want. Now, there'll be a ton of missions with full cinematics that tell the main story and will introduce you to the key characters that give all the context for the main campaign called the Red War. Now, you can also free roam across all 4 of the new locations on patrol. Patrols allow you to head to the planet's surface and explore large maps at your own pace. And you explore and play the campaign, you'll discover more activities and side missions that you can complete on your own or with friends. Activities you will find will be highlighted on your map, so you can complete them as you find them or come back and do them later. These include adventures. Now, these are side missions that tell you more about the game world. Lost sectors, areas that will be marked on your map as places to explore, giving you epic loot and tough boss encounters. And public events. Now, these are dynamic events that are now visible on the map. Now, Destiny 2 is bringing 4 new locations. We have Titan, the moon of Saturn, the planetoid Nessus, Io, the sulfuric moon of Jupiter, and the European Dead Zone, which also includes the farm. Now, if you want to check out the farm, it's available for 1 hour in the Destiny 2 beta on July 23rd at 6 PM UK time. You can even have a game of footy with your friends to pass the time. Next up is competitive multiplayer. So if working with people isn't always your thing, you can head to the Crucible and jump into some competitive multiplayer action. Destiny 2 has redesigned the Crucible, making it more approachable for new players. That doesn't mean it won't still take skill to win, and Crucible now has 4v4 player option with over 10 maps and 5 game modes, including 2 new types. One of the new modes, Countdown, which is an attack and defend style gameplay mode, is also available to try in the Destiny 2 beta, along with Control, a classic mode from Destiny, which is a point capture style execution. Now, details on the multiplayer have still been kind of scarce, but we're expecting to see more things from Bungie on the build-up to launch. We expect to see the return of the weekly events like Trials and the monthly tournaments known as the Iron Banner. So we've gone from playing on your own to playing against people to playing with people, the cooperative gameplay of Destiny 2. Now, there are several co-op activities in Destiny 2, all of which have ways for you to connect with other players. So even if you're on your own, you can jump in and form a group known as a fire team with others. First are the 3-player strikes. These 3-player co-op missions, they last about 20 minutes and you can replay them as much as you like. Basic premise is this skirmish style, infiltrate an enemy stronghold, defeat the boss and all earn epic loot. Who doesn't like epic loot? If you're in the Destiny 2 beta, you have one strike mission to play, the Inverted Spire. You can enter strikes as a group or they have automatic matchmaking so you can jump in at any time. Destiny also has the 6-player raid. Raiding is the ultimate test of your skill and your friendship. A brand new 6-player raid is coming in Destiny 2, and while raids give amazing rewards, they do take time and dedication to beat, so you'll need to get practicing. Now that we've covered the 3 ways to play, it moves on nicely to my next point, which is clans and guided games. So if you're liking the sound of running strikes and gearing up for the raids but not sure where to find a team, Destiny 2 is making that a lot easier than ever before with 2 options. Now while the option to form clans was available in Destiny, it was only doable by the Bungie website. Options to build and join clans is now available in-game, with Destiny 2 making it easier to find them, grow them, and customize them. If you join a clan, you still get to make the most of the shared rewards, meaning that you still get the benefits even if you can't quite find as much time for gaming as you'd like. For those that aren't part of a clan and want to play solo, you can use guided games. Guided games allow clans to advertise for additional players to make up the shortfall in numbers they'd need normally to play certain content such as the raids or the extremely difficult Nightfall, it's a really intense strike mission. Once the mission is done, solo players can go on their way without having to join the clan, unless of course they really want to. So now that I've told you about the story, I've told you about the gameplay modes, and I've told you about the community, my next point is about being a Guardian. When you start playing Destiny 2, you can pick from 3 classes: Warlock, Hunter, and my personal choice, Titan. Each class comes with its own set of unique gear, and while these are the same classes returning from Destiny, they come with all new superpowers and abilities. Now these are special attacks that build up over time and perfect for saving you or your teammates if you find yourself in a tight spot. Warlocks have Dawnblade, allowing you to rain projectiles down upon your enemies. Hunters have Arcstrider, allowing you to unleash a barrage of up-close attacks. And Titans have Sentinel. Use your shield to knock enemies down or throw it as a projectile. From here you can customize your class and obtain bragging rights with gear such as armor and weapons that suit your taste and playstyle. Some can be purchased from in-game vendors, others will be quest rewards, as well as random item drops known in the trade as RNG, and as we say in the business, may the RNG be ever in your favour. And the final point, and since this channel is called PlayStation Access, it's worth noting that PlayStation players also get exclusive content. As well as having the game optimised for PlayStation 4 Pro, all PlayStation players will get access to a co-op strike mission in the European Dead Zone called Lake of Shadows, exclusive armour sets, one for each class, an exclusive ship called City Apex, an exotic weapon known as Borealis, which has 3 different damage types, a must for the higher levels in the game, and a multiplayer map located in the upper stratosphere of Mars called Retribution. Well, there you go, that is my wrap up of some of the key things you need to know if you're thinking about jumping into Destiny for the first time with the launch of Destiny 2. Are you a Destiny player? Do you have any advice for the new players? Should we start a PlayStation Access clan so we can all play together at launch? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.